to door again.
Are we going to the auction house this time?
No.
Oh,
Nothing
good.
will ever come good at the auction house until after we at least get the airship, so...
Oh, Maria.
Haven't we already been through this?
No.
What?
No, sorry, that was me looking at the Raws earlier. Sorry, had a weird deja vu.
I like that pose she does at the end there.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
H.C. Bailey took it as an I'm hot and I know it kind of pose.
The wandering gambler.
Who's this? I just like you. It says wandering, like that's his first name.
Now sets are here. In the CG intro to Anthology, he looks so fucking creepy.
That's Setzer, owner of the airship.
Did you ever see what his character profile on the menu is? Pretty much what that is.
Yeah, except he's even more albino. And you know what? In the CG intro makes him look so much cooler than he is. Like, he throws
He
his
destroys a
cards
fucking deck with cards.
Yeah. And you know, he can use cards as a weapon, but it's not really all that effective.
Nah, I prefer dice.
Yeah, there is one particularly good set of dice late game that you can use. But, you know, it's random. If you roll a low number, you don't get that much damage.
I just realized I probably should have used Setzer anyway to make the random go dice roll joke.
The thing about Setzer is he's good when your luck is good, but otherwise he's pretty lame. So he's not really worth having around.
Setzer's coming sooner.
Well, the only reason why, besides having an affection for the character, the only other reason why you'd probably have Setzer in your party is to abuse the Joker death glitch.
What's the
Which
Joker glitch?
Well, it's something I wanted to show off in this playthrough, but it's a little unreliable because I don't know how to pull it off. Well, what it is that you can manipulate Setzer's slot reels to get the best result, which is the 777, which is Joker Doom, which kills anything in one hit, including bosses.
Isn't there one that kills your entire party, or am I thinking of Kate Sith?
You're thinking of... Well, no, that's in this game, too. I think it's 2 sevens and a bar in this game. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's reverse Joker Doom, and that kills you, and there's no way around it.
Yeah.
You said G! Looks like Maria, right?
So, Setzer is basically Kate Sith, only slightly better because you can actually use the slots whenever the hell you want instead of waiting for your limit bar to fill up. I like that. Opera floozy. Now,
She freaks out, but then she freaks out, but then immediately starts rehearsing.
Oh, God. Not bad. Zealous?
That was terrible.
What that letter defies physics.
And depth perception.
No, look at this from a three-dimensional point of view. He threw that around the corner. It was like a boomerang envelope or something.
I think it's a fucking jetpack. Alright, now we start beginning one of the better...
That is the most spaz tactic
Conductors ever.
Play!
Yeah, so I guess one of the more famous scenes from the game.
Or the most famous scene in the game, actually.
Not entirely sure why myself. It's a good scene, but you know.
I guess you needed to be growing up with the game in order to...
The most eventful thing that happens is that the squid drops from the sky after the scene ends.
I can't take my eyes off the spazzing conductor.
Would you stop moving? I'm talking.
You work here for as many years as I have, you learn to ignore the conductor and just play the music you have in front of you.
That is some bitching beard, though.
Draco.
Draco Malfoy? Really?
What are you laughing?
I don't know, man. I'm prone to that.
It's because he can still see the spastic conductor down.
I'm guessing that's what it is. It's like that's how the concept for the Wii was developed, for someone really like a conductor.
That's Wii music down there going on.
One of the things I'm glad the advanced translation did was actually translate the lyrics to actually fit with the theme of the song, because the lyrics here are not matching up with the
music at all.
Dude managed to stretch please out into 3 syllables. Now I ask you, how do you do that in real life with a voice?
Please.
So you do an annoyed teenager, please, and add a syllable.
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's just go with that.
Lisa. I don't do.
Nah, I just figured I'd peek.
Did he really just question why is everyone singing? It's a fucking opera house. Why don't I have sprint shoes on?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Or because you didn't put sprint shoes on Locke, you put them on someone else in your party, and now that Locke's alone, he can't use his party members.
And Locke apparently turned into Alpha 5. Aye.
This is meant to imply that Celeste has some really righteous cleavage going on in this dress, but yeah, you kind of can't see it when it's 2 pixels big.
2 pixels?
It's a generous estimate. It looks more like 1. And now you have to memorize the stuff to get the opera right. Are you going to screw it up on purpose?
No.
What happens when you screw it up?
I'd never fucked up the opera scene ever, as long as I've been playing. I'm with that said, I don't know exactly what happens when you fuck up your lines.
The only thing I've ever screwed up on purpose is that play scene in Final Fantasy VII, which leads to some really hilarious results.
Oh, but you're supposed to fuck that up. Yeah, but in terms of this, I never fucked up the lines ever throughout my playthroughs here.
What's that squeaking noise?
I have no idea.
It might be me eating pizza.
We eating styrofoam?
No.
Yeah.
No. He's dead.
Ryan, that's the sound you make every time there's a dull moment.
I'm bored. I don't like opera.
Not even when it's 16-bit shit that isn't actually opera. I've never imagined or heard of an opera that has music that's actually, I don't know, like this. But then again, I've never seen an opera, so why am I bothering to open my big fat mouth?
This is a giant fucking stage piece.
Yeah, you know, any opera house that has a castle set like this deserves all the customers it can possibly get.
And a spazzy conductor.
Spazzy conductor covers the comic relief budget.
This is going on for a long time.
Well, it's one of those more interesting things to watch when you're playing than to watch while commentating on.
Yeah.
And now we have Draco, who's inexplicably glowing.
He's a hallucination, but, you know. Another one of those things that works rather poorly in sprite form. Love how he clipped through her head, by the way. Again.
You're also on a time limit to get to this balcony right here. So you can't stand there forever.
Oh, you're actually controlling her moving around.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that, actually.
You know, I always found this part kind of fucked up. I mean, Draco goes through all that hallucination shit to turn into a pile of flowers just for her to throw off the side of the castle anyway. Of all the, because I know this in particular, the opera house songs were like remixed a lot of times. Like I really do like the orchestra rendition that the this one symphony played. I can't remember the name of the tour was called. But then the Black Mages did like a rock opera rendition of that, and that's awesome too.
Doesn't the opera theme actually come up in Celeste's theme?
Yeah. In fact, it is her theme. I'm not sure if it's her theme because of the opera scene, or if the whole opera part is just her theme, like with lyrics.
So it's Brental Floss?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
He was feeling sentimental that day.
Spazzy conductor.
Now, I guess the designers decided at this point that the opera was getting a bit boring, so they decided to position a giant talking squid 20 feet above the stage and have him spend 5 minutes trying in vain to push a giant Warner Brothers anvil onto the stage.
Well, not only that, it's amazing how he can determine that he needs exactly 5 minutes, or it's either 5 minutes or 4 minutes to push over the entire anvil.
Yeah. How did that letter get into the room? I thought they dropped it in the hallway.
I assumed that was a different letter than before, because before he made the first letter, he said he was going to pretend to be Setzer. But you don't pretend to be Setzer by saying you're going to jam your opera and I'm going to drop a fucking ton of weight on your girl. So I'm guessing at that point he was just frustrated, made a second letter and saying, you know what, I'm going to fuck your shit up.
Have at you, bonk, 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 bonk. I'll come slightly towards you.
Back in the day, you could probably see what this was meant to represent, but these days it just looks really stupid.
It looks like action figures fighting.
How do you get 3 syllables out of Draco?
4.
No, she was like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, it's a 2-syllable word.
I got Maria. I can outsing you. No, I can outsing you. Actually, that matches the sentence perfectly.
If you remove the contraction and say it as "it is a duel," sure.
Yeah.
Why didn't
No.
you think of that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Curses, it's too heavy.
It'll take me 5 minutes.
How
How do you know exactly?
No, I'm pretty sure that if a 4-ton weight was positioned on top of such a flimsy I-beam, it would just break. But let's go with this.
How did he get it there in the first place?
It was just
That-
there.
Why is
That
it
is a
there?
fantastic question, Pat. If you press the wrong switch, what happens?
Multiple things actually. One, you can fall to the stage floor where everyone will just look at you and you have to get back up to the balcony. Another one turns off all the lights, in which case you'll see like googly eyes looking left and right, which doesn't do anything else. And the other is what you need to press in order to get to the.
My God, this opera
Stay
house
up.
has a real pest problem.
So now we have vermin and sewer rats. Pro tip: do not kill off both of the gray rats because they rejuvenate.
They have sewer rats in the rafters. Why?
They just do.
Want to kill the vermin first. Those are the yellow-colored rats. And then you want to finish off the gray ones. Otherwise, the gray ones will just keep rejuvenating, and it's a big fucking waste of time.
I would there's actually a place where you can recruit Shadow for this particular part of the game before you come to the Opera House. Don't do it, because it's almost inevitable that Shadow is going to abandon you halfway through the Opera House.
I've never done that, actually. I know you can do that. Actually, you can meet him in the Kohlingen Inn, I believe. I can't believe it was that inn or the one in Jador.
I forget which one.
But I've never done it because
If you have a full party, I don't think you can actually recruit him if you have a full party. You have to intentionally bring him three.
You have to have only 3, yeah. Or 2 or 1 if you're feeling risky.
Oh god, I thought my video froze.
No.
I just stayed down for a really long period of time.
You can't see it because he's off screen, but even the spastic conductor stopped moving there.
Hi, Locke. The world's premier adventurer will save you. Hey, what awful acting. Octopus royalty.
Okay.
Music.
Fucking music.
Spazzy conductor, go.
He made a splashing animation on hardwood floor.
So he's a stage shark?
Yeah. Sure.
Except he's a squid. I don't get it.
Tentacle right.
They aren't even his tentacles. He just spawns other tentacles in front of the enemies and slaps you with them. What an unlucky day. Adios.
Adios.
He just leaves.
Exit
was-
stage left.
An extremely short and anticlimactic boss battle. Oh dear.
Oh, great. The other characters disappeared.
A light budget ran out. Holy shit, I am so dizzy.
Setzer. That's him? Hi, Setzer. Stay tuned for part 2.
We're at part 14.
My god, that guy can jump.
Spazzy conductor.
Play us out, conductor.
You just keep doing your
God,
Spazzy
my
thing.
arms hurt.